Hello there, my name is Joe and I've got a very different video for you today, and it's not about fragrances. It's actually about something that some of you have noticed recently, and it's my smile. As you can tell, it's a little different now. So I want to tell you about my journey to this new smile, and I want to tell you about everything. I want to answer all the questions that you may have. And I want this video to be a Q&A style video. So I wrote down as many questions that I believe you will ask. But if I missed anything, feel free to leave the question down below in the video. I'll be happy to answer it. First question I'm sure some of you are asking is, why did I do this? Well, I didn't care about my smile to begin with. I never really cared. I would see myself in the camera and I was okay. I guess I was okay with my smile. But, you know, I received a few comments. Sometimes some of them were pretty mean. Now, those comments didn't bother me at all. I didn't do any of this because of somebody that said something nasty to me or whatever. But part of the reason why I did it is because I received a lot of encouragement from my wife, and she wanted to do it too. So she and I both decided to do it together. And that's the reason why I decided, what the heck, I'm going to go do this. Where did I get this done? So my wife did a lot of research online, and she found out that Turkey is one of the best places in the world to get anything done for cosmetic dentistry or even any kind of plastic surgery, nose jobs, hair, plugs, whatever. Turkey is the place to do it. It's a destination for this kind of thing. And partly because the cost of it is a fraction of the cost, where most places would cost you a lot of money. The other part of it is they do a great job, and the whole world actually sees Turkey, especially in Istanbul, as the place to get things like this done. But it's kind of hard to do something like this during a pandemic. We somehow managed to do it. That in itself is another story. Once we decided that we're going to get this done in Turkey, we knew that we were going to want to come back to Istanbul. We were just there the year before, and we wanted to visit Istanbul. And so what a great reason to come back to Istanbul. The clinic we decided to go to is the Maltepe Dental Clinic. This is based on the Asian side of Istanbul. And the reason why we went there was because my wife did a ton of research beforehand, and she has even spoken with the doctors online, and she's watched testimonial videos. She's seen their Instagram page, and I'm going to include links to their website. I'm going to include links to their social media so you can see a lot of their before and after people, all their works, all their testimonials. By the way, I need to mention that Maltepe Dental Clinic did not pay me to do this video. I decided I wanted to do this video on my own, and I decided to wait a couple months until pretty much everything in my mouth is healed and perfect, and just wanted to make sure that there was no issues and whatever else, and there weren't any, but I just wanted to be 100% certain that I can do this video with a clear and sound mind. My wife did a lot of research and found Maltepe Dental Clinic, and she saw their videos, she saw their testimonials, she spoke to their doctors, and she wanted to get her teeth done. And she wanted me to get my teeth done, and we decided, go ahead and do this. We set up the appointment, and I would say within a couple weeks, we had already booked flights, everything ready to go. Now I'm going to get to, I know some of you are going to be wondering about the cost of all of this. I'm going to get to that. The reason I want to wait for that is because there's some other questions that I want to answer first. But I will mention the cost in a moment here, so don't want to leave you hanging. I do want to get some other things here covered. So like I mentioned, I'm going to include the links to Maltepe Dental Clinic down below in the video description. I'm also going to include their Instagram page and all their social media so you can follow them as well. This is not something that you should take lightly. It's a big change. It's a life pretty much is a life change almost, because you're going to get a new smile that's going to give you the confidence and just the stuff that you actually never thought you had until you get it done and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, wow, it's so much better than what I looked like before. And I have before and after pictures I'm going to show you right now so you can see what I looked like before. It's something that if you decide you want to get it done, I do recommend checking it out. I do recommend definitely asking, for an opinion, just making sure this is the right thing for your situation. And so let's walk you through real quick the whole process, like how long it took and things like that. So I want to kind of explain the entire thing so that you can feel like you went with me on this trip. So the first thing we did once we decided, you know what, we want to get this done, and this would be the place that we're going to go to. We had conversations with a main contact there at the clinic, and this conversation was over WhatsApp or online, whatever's best for you. They're going to ask for photos of your teeth just to kind of get an idea of what they have working with there. So this is sort of a pre-consultation consultation. The real consultation is going to be done in person, but this pre-stuff that's done beforehand is more or less for them to be able to kind of see what they're going to be working with beforehand. Both my wife and I sent pictures of our teeth, and they agreed that we are candidates for this procedure after they saw the pictures. So we set up the appointment within weeks of us coming, and we booked our flights, and then we're talking like in less than a month. This all happened in less than a month. We booked our flight. Clinic will actually book your hotel stay on the Asian side, and we stayed at a 5-star hotel, by the way, on the Asian side. Wonderful hotel, by the way. But the clinic will book your hotel for you, and that is included in the price when you go to pay. You're going to pay the price of the hotel plus your treatment plan, whatever it is. And again, the prices are going to vary depending on your treatment. Everything's booked. We're both ready to go. We leave the country. We arrive there the next day. We leave on a Sunday and arrive on a Monday because it's an overnight flight. It was a direct flight from Chicago, by the way. We flew from Chicago directly to Istanbul. The clinic provided airport transportation to and from the airport to the hotel. And it was in one of those like limo buses, like a Mercedes limo van kind of thing. You're definitely riding in luxury on the way to your hotel. The very next day, so you arrive, you're there. The very next day after your arrival, you rest. You just enjoy your time there, but rest. The very next day, the main contact that speaks English, by the way, so no matter what country you're from, if you can speak English, the person there, the liaison, will speak whatever, will try to get whatever best language works for you. So if you're coming from around the world, he's going to make a way to be able to help you communicate with this person. So there's going to be a way. There's not going to be an issue with communication there as long as you at least speak English. So they will pick you up from your hotel the next morning. My wife and I went off to the clinic with this person, with call it our host, call it the liaison, call it the person that's pretty much just managing everything. And so they're technically the clinic manager, but that person's going to be by your side throughout the whole process, just about. Then you're going to go in, and the clinic during the pandemic, and it may still be the same way when you go there, if you go there, it was extremely clean, very, very clean. So when you come in, your shoes, you're going to still wear your shoes, but they have coverings for your shoes. So like you slip on this like plastic boot that covers your shoe so that you're walking around in these disposable plastic baggies that cover your baggy booties, whatever you want to call them. They even give you a plastic bag to put your purse and your book bag or whatever in this plastic bag. So none of your articles that you came with are touching the couches or, you know, it's very clean, very, very clean environment. So that's very reassuring if you're concerned that, you know, it's Turkey, it's kind of like risky. No, it's super clean. The first thing that they're going to do before the consultation is take photographs of your mouth on the inside. And they're going to use this device to stretch your mouth open so they can really get a picture of it. Part of the reason why they're doing that is for their before picture, but the other part of it is so that they know what they're having to work with. So if a couple of you are going in to get it done, while one of you is up getting your photos done, the other one is downstairs getting your x-ray. And then we swap roles. I'm up there getting my pictures. My wife is down there getting her x-ray. That only takes a few minutes per side. X-rays will be ready to go. And then the consultation begins. They look at your photos. They look at your x-rays, and then they tell you, look, here's where it can be done. They're just making sure. Why are they doing the x-rays? Even if you had x-rays done before, the reason why they're doing the x-rays is because sometimes there are problems that are beyond what the camera can see. So you may have some cavities, you may have some root issues, you may have some other issues, some osteoporosis or some kind of a dental issue in your mouth that would prevent you from getting the treatment done properly. My case, I didn't have an issue whatsoever. I was 100% ready to go, and they were 100% okay with me. But to my disappointment, and of course my wife's disappointment, because man, she was really looking forward to this, she was unable to get it done because her x-ray revealed that she had baby teeth, as well as adult teeth coming in over those baby teeth. But the baby teeth weren't bothering her. But this goes to show that they're not after your money, by the way. This goes to show that these people were honest, they were ethical, and that they could have just said, hey, you know what, screw it. We'll just get it done because you want it done. It's like cosmetic, right? So whatever, it's not gonna be a problem. No, they advised her against getting it done. They told her flat out, look, you can't get this done because if we do this, there's the long-term effects of us doing this could be damaging. And of course, they don't want to ruin their reputation and have you blame them because you went there, you know, and had this issue. Side note, I do recommend if you're going to get this done, visit your doctor, visit your dentist. Make sure that you get that done and checked while you're there, because I think that that would help your consultation even better if you knew there were no issues walking into this consultation. If you walk in with issues and you know about them, then you might as well not even bother setting up the appointment with this clinic. So check with your dentist, your local one, whatever one you have. If you have one, check with them first. Make sure there's nothing that is there that's going to be a problem for them. Okay, now let's back up to our story. The clinic, we're here. I'm good, my wife's not good. So she can't get it done, but I can. So then they asked me, okay, are you ready to get this done? I'm like, I guess so. Didn't realize that on the same day of the consultation, the work begins. And here we go. It's day one. This is a 6+ hour operation that what they're going to do in your mouth. And I'll tell you right now what they're going to do. This is probably the part that I dislike the most, but it has to be done in order for these teeth to happen. What I got done, by the way, just so I can tell you, because I need to tell you what I got done. I got veneers put in my mouth. I got veneers, crowns, bridges put in my mouth. And the veneers, you see about this all the, you hear and see about it when you go on and look at all the celebrities that are out there that get, porcelain veneers, or they get their teeth done and they spend upwards of $100,000 to get a whole new grill, brand new, beautiful, lumineers, whatever they call them. Some of them are veneers, lumineers. There's always some brand or whatever. They used to be, back in the day, it was called Da Vinci veneers. Well, this company, their highest quality veneer that they use is what I have in my mouth now, and it's called their Emax veneer. And these are very, very high quality, durable. They do not stain. They do not stain veneers. Unlike porcelain that can stain, these do not stain. So these are amazing. These are amazing. So what do they do to prepare your teeth for these? Well, what they have to do is they go in and they're going to shave a portion of your teeth down so that you have something for the compound that they use to basically glue your new teeth in to stick to. The other thing is too, is they can actually build a mold around it. So before they shave your teeth down, they do take a mold of your current mouth. And the reason why they do that is because after they shave your teeth down and while you wait for your teeth, your new teeth to get made, they're actually going to make a mock-up of your old teeth and put them back in your mouth after they finish shaving your teeth down. I know the shaving part sounds pretty like nitty-gritty, kind of cringy. Yes, it sounds horrible, and literally it does sound horrible in your head when they're using the drill. You can hear it in your head. That's probably the worst part. The Novocaine, you get, you know, I had 5 injections, 3 up top, 2 at the bottom, and your mouth is numb and you will talk hilariously. Trust me, you want to get if you're coming with somebody, and I recommend bringing somebody with you, you do want them to videotape some of that because it's kind of funny. I don't have any footage of me talking with my mouth all numbed up, but it is kind of funny. But man, this procedure, you're numb for 5-6 hours. You're in a chair. They do give you a break to go to the bathroom. And in this whole process, they're basically shaving down your teeth, shaving them down. And it's not nubs, like nubs where you literally have, you look like, but it kind of looks like, I don't want to say shark teeth, but a cross between nubs and shark teeth. So they just set you up for that so that they can put in these teeth. So on that day of consultation, they already created, because they had the mold of my teeth, they already created this plastic version of my teeth. And they are plastic. I'm going to warn you, these are not something you want to, like, they're uncomfortable. They don't feel good in your mouth. They are plastic teeth, but they're temporary. They're just temporary. Thank goodness, right? They are temporary. So do not worry about that. These plastic teeth go in your mouth. They're only there for a couple days. The beautiful thing about this place is that they have a lab on site. So they'll make your teeth right there on site. You don't have to worry about waiting a month or 2 months for them to send it out to another country to get it done. You're already in that country and they have the lab right there on site. So they're going to make the perfect set of teeth for you. Before you leave that same day with your plastic teeth, by the way, they're all going to be installed and glued. They're going to use a glue for them so they stay there. But before you leave, you get to choose the color and the shade of white that you want. So you get to choose all of that. Now, I'm going to let you know on day 1, you have the choice to either pay everything up front or the first, I think, 30% of the bill up front, and then you pay the rest on the last day of treatment. I chose to just pay it all up front. Let me get to the price, because that way y'all can take a breather. The price for my treatment, and like I said, the price of treatment will vary from person to person depending on how much or how little they have to do their teeth. So in my case, my treatment cost was $6,500 US. Now that may sound like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it was about 1/5 to 1/10 of the price, depending on what country you go in, of other places. So that's a small price to pay for a long time of looking good. Small price to pay if you think about it. plus our flight, plus our hotel, which came out to about $80 a night, $80 a night. And you paid that up front as well with them on the day you arrive with the consultation. So you pay the hotel there as well. They book the hotel for you, but you pay the hotel. That's all you have to pay for other than the taxi trip to and from the clinic. And the taxis are cheap, by the way, so don't worry about that either. The clinic was about maybe 10 minutes away from our hotel, so it's not terrible. Some of you are probably asking, well, did it hurt? Not really, but it could hurt. Some people have a higher tolerance and a higher threshold for pain. Some people don't. And your teeth, after they shave them down and after your Novocaine wears off, your teeth are going to be extremely sensitive to cold and hot. Extremely, to the point where, like, if you just suck air into your mouth, the air would just, you feel like your teeth are about to freeze. It's very, very sensitive. But that's okay. That sensitivity will go away the moment, your teeth you get swapped back into your teeth. So once you put the plastic teeth in, it really wasn't a problem. Could I eat in those plastic teeth? Yeah, but it felt like horrible. So that's very normal for it to feel like that. And just, you have to be super careful because they are temporary and they could literally fall out on you, but they didn't. They're glued on. They're meant to last a couple, 3 days, 4 days max in your mouth. They're meant to last, just so you know. They aren't the prettiest because, after all, they are a model of your teeth. Okay, 2 days later, so mind you, this is Tuesday. Now we're Thursday. Thursday, they have the teeth ready to go. They're not polished, but they're ready to go. So you're going to go in Tuesday for your consultation, your shaving and all that stuff. Thursday, just a few days later, Thursday, they got my teeth ready. They're not polished. You go in, they fit them, they put them in your mouth just to kind of see what they look like. And I think I'll have a picture of that for you to see as well, so you can see what it looked like in my mouth. I do everything in my power to avoid them falling out, but they do make you raise your bib up so that if they do fall into they only hold them in with like a very temporary glue. But you have to do everything to keep them from falling out of your mouth. But I'll tell you what, once you see your teeth, you have to do everything in your power to not smile so big that you literally knock your teeth out. Because my smile was ridiculously big when I put them in. I mean, I have never seen myself with teeth that look this good. I have never seen myself with teeth that look this good. Never in my life did I think that I was going to look this good. But I'd already decided I'm going to get it done. You know, I've lost a lot of weight. I want to look good. This is just another step into looking better. So why not, right? Man, this looks good. They got that appointment didn't take too long. They just put them in your mouth just to see how they do. They put them with temporary glue, but they don't, they come right out. Then they go polish them. You come back on Friday, the next day. By the way, they put your plastic ones back in your mouth. They put your plastic ones back in your mouth for one more day. One more day of plastic in your mouth. They put your plastic ones back in while they polish up these. And then Friday, you're going in for your fitting, your official fitting. This is it. You're going in, they're putting them in, this is it. After they put them in, there's a process in this. This process also takes a while. You will get Novocaine again. So your mouth will be numb again. You're getting all 5 shots in your mouth, and you will get Novocaine again. This Novocaine lasts the full duration of the procedure. So you won't really feel much, but you will hear as they work. It's an interesting feeling, trust me, in your head. They put them in. They also use a special thin piece to kind of go between your teeth and like remove some of the grit. And they set it up so that you literally look like a new person when you put them on. I mean, but your smile is normal. Your bite should be normal. And even if your bite was off, they fix that. After they put your teeth in your mouth, and this process may take you 4 or 5 hours, after they put your teeth in your mouth, they glue them in. They use a UV light, special glue that cures with UV light. So They glue it, and this process is extremely time sensitive, and these people really know what they're doing, okay? This process is extremely time sensitive, and they go in with this device, and they pop your tooth in, you pop your teeth in, or a portion of your teeth in. They pop them in, and they glue. They put the glue in, and they use the UV light to kind of cure the glue, and then they go on to the next one and the next one. They prep each one, and there's a little bit of there's filing, there's a little bit of drilling, a little bit of shaping. They're going to shape them in your mouth a little bit too, because they're not perfect. So what's going to happen is they're going to know whether your bite is right or wrong, because they give you these little foils to put in your mouth. They're black foils that they make you bite on. And these foils will determine where your teeth are biting in the right place or not. So they take this foil, they learn from the foil that you know, what they need to cut down, what they need to fix, and they fix it all there on the spot. And you go home with a new smile, but it's not done yet, because there is one more visit. This is the final visit. And by the way, before you leave, sorry, I need to add this. Before you leave, they're going to take a mold of your mouth now with the new teeth put in. And the reason why they're putting a mold of your top portion of your mouth, by the way, just the top portion, is because included in this price, they're going to give you a night guard, a bite guard. And this bite guard goes in your mouth when you sleep, and it protects your top teeth while you sleep, so that if you grind your teeth at night, I don't grind my teeth, but if you are the kind of person that grinds their teeth at night, you're going to have this bite guard in your mouth and sleep with it to protect your veneers. After all, you spent whatever you spent on to put these in your mouth. The last thing you want to do is to destroy them or to do anything to compromise them. So don't be foolish. Don't do anything to compromise them, but it's included. You're going to get this custom-made piece that's going to go in your mouth, that's going to protect it at night when you're sleeping, and that's going to go in your mouth. The very next day, which is Saturday, you come back for the clinic for a 15-minute checkup, and what they're going to do is one last thing where they just check your bite one more time, do any last-minute tweaks. I mean, if you're uncomfortable, if you're not happy with something, they're going to accommodate you. You're paying a lot of money to get this done. If you're not happy, they're not happy. So don't feel like you have to be like, no, I'm happy. But then you get home, you're like, oh, I hate these. Oh, I wish I had done something different. Oh, I'm not happy with the color. I'm not happy with the bite. I'm not happy with anything. If something is not right, take care of it right there on the spot, because Lord knows when you can go back. We happen to be able to go to Istanbul just before they went into lockdown. I mean, just before they went into lockdown. So it was just worked out absolutely perfectly for us. But I just want you to know this was very, very special. So the last part really is you go in, you have this big smile, you have, you know, your new teeth. They check you, you have 15-minute checkup. It doesn't take long at all. You go in for photography for your, you know, this is your after smile. So they're going to go in and take pictures of you. You're going to do a video interview with them. So if you choose, if you want to do a video testimonial, you want to be part of their video testimonials on their page, you're going to do a video with them. They're going to interview you, and it's powerful. I mean, these testimonies are powerful, and I'm one of them. So the reason I'm doing this video is because maybe someone out there is watching this and like, man, I was thinking about getting this done, but is it safe? Is it okay? Is it right? Trust me when I tell you this. Maltepe Dental Clinic did not pay me to say any of this. I'm doing this on my own, but I'm very happy with their work, and I know you will be too. Just watch the testimonials, contact them, tell them that, you know, hey, one of your viewers, one of your patients, whatever, you know, has done this. Tell them that I sent you, you know, and maybe that will put you at ease when they tell you, oh yeah, Joe, I remember Joe was a, you know, whatever, great guy, whatever. They have my before and after. You can see my before and after picture. It's life-changing. It is life-changing. And for what it's worth, if you have been thinking about getting it done and you are a candidate, let's just say if you are a candidate of getting this done, it's not for everybody, but if you are, and you want a life-changing smile, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. They even give you a little gift bag on the way out. It was a very sweet gift. You know, each person may vary, but it was a gift to remember Turkey by. So, you know, they're very, very nice people there. Hospitable people. They're wonderful people. Make a trip out of this. Don't just go there for this treatment. Take advantage of the fact that you're in Istanbul. There's so much to see. If you're a perfume lover like me, there's so many great companies there. There's so many great brands that are based in Istanbul. So plan on seeing them. Plan on going shopping. Plan on just making this a vacation. And don't think of this as a medical trip. Think of this like as a life-changing trip. The first part of it is a complete makeover. The second part of it is it's time to rejoice. It's time to have a good time. And why not? Celebrate. Celebrate the fact that you got a new look, that you got these new teeth, but celebrate carefully, obviously. It will take some time getting used to these teeth. It will take some time getting used to these teeth. I have to say this now because you may have them and be like, man, something just doesn't feel right about them. Give it some time. Give it some time. It may feel like you're chewing on, like when you're chewing, you might feel like you're not biting on your own teeth. Trust me when I tell you, they are your teeth, and you really want to do that. You want to take your time, just recover. Don't go crazy. Don't go eating nuts. Don't go, don't go busting bottles with your teeth. I mean, treat these like you would something that you don't want to break. Treat them carefully. Eat the right foods. Don't go chugging coffee and things that, oh yeah, these don't stain. Well, you're eventually going to have problems if you constantly do that too. So, do whatever you can to protect these teeth. I mean, the reason you got them in the first place was because you want to look good. I know this was a long video, but I wanted to share that with you. Now you know how I got it done. I've included the links down below. Follow them. If you have questions, let me know down below. And if you are interested in doing this, please visit this clinic. This clinic is really good. And as you can see, they do great work.